This is the Boat Trip Project by Brody, Justin, Tyler, Hui, and Ibrahim. Okay, so what is the project all about? So, the main purpose of this project is to explore and broaden our knowledge regarding environmental conditions and the factor that affects it from a mechanical engineer's point of view. And how does this project intersect with water or coastal environment? So, our topic aims to explore the possibilities of inventing new tools and equipments which could monitor environmental conditions, including the weather, water quality, and pollution levels. And our project mainly focuses on the water environment part. And lastly, what does chemistry have to do with it? And so, firstly, chemistry is integral in identifying the factors which could affect the environment, and this could be used to and support the data taken to analyze these kinds of problems. Secondly, chemistry is used in researching and developing the properties of tools as well as the equipment used to monitor the changes in the environment. And this is important in the chemistry part since it is used to monitor the reactions that happen during analysis. And so that is all about what this project is about.
This is the team member duties and agreement. Brody was the team manager, Tyler was the product manager, Justin was the team facilitator, Hui was a research facilitator, and Ibrahim was another research facilitator. Our thesis was mechanical engineers design and develop equipment and systems for monitoring environments, conditions, and this includes sensors and automated systems that can track water quality, temperature, and pollution levels in wastelands and oceans. The situation that challenged us the most was adjusting to everyone's schedule and finding a perfect time to meet up and do our project. We overcame this by making a group chat between everyone and communicating our availability and when we were able to work on this assignment. The agreement between all the team members definitely helped. Talking about the problem not only helped us find a solution, but get to know each other better and make some friends. Initially, my proposal to sustainable energy solutions is where mechanical engineers work on developing renewable energy technologies such as offshore wind farms or tidal energy systems. And these projects help reduce reliance on fossil fuels and mitigated climate change impacts on marine ecosystems. We decided to work on pollution control and waste management because we want to talk about something not a lot of people are tackling, especially something so dominant like pollution control. Pollution control is extremely important because mechanical engineers develop technologies for treating wastewater and managing solid waste, preventing harmful substances from entering marine ecosystems and environments.
Here are some of our findings that we've got. First is the SS Selma shipwreck, then the battleship GPS, the Pelican Island cut, the Causeway Bridge, and the Pelican Island Bridge. The findings that relate to our proposal the most was the battleship Texas. Because the mechanical engineers had to monitor the environmental effects on the hull's lifespan due to the corrosion, keeping an eye on the environmental effects is important to keep the ship from having major problems. And some of the engineers' tools help with this. Was the battleship needed to be restored? The engineers worked to restore it. The findings that relate to our proposal the most was the battleship Texas due to the engineers needing to actively protect the ship's hull in order to preserve the ship and protect the environment.
Mechanical engineers need to really understand how ecosystems work to make machines and structures that don't harm nature. When they design something, they need to think about how all parts of the environment rely on each other. This quote highlights the necessity for mechanical engineers to have deep understanding of ecosystems. It underscores that their designs must consider the interconnectedness of environmental components, which is crucial when developing sensors and automated systems for tracking environmental conditions like water quality, temperature, and pollution levels. This knowledge ensures that the equipment they design does not disrupt or harm natural systems. Engineers are working hard to make machines that are better for the environment, but still work well and get the job done. They're using new materials that don't harm the environment, saving energy with smart technologies, and coming up with clever designs. This quote supports the thesis by illustrating the efforts of mechanical engineers to innovate and create systems that monitor environmental conditions without causing harm. It mentions the use of new, eco-friendly materials, energy-saving technologies, and innovative designs, all of which are essential in developing effective and sustainable monitoring equipment for wetlands and oceans.
All right, and then more talking about the pictures here. Mechanical engineers need to understand the situation around the corrosion rate of the hull and the amount of time that the ship has been in service in order to approach the years to restore the ship. Engineers can test the corrosion of the ship's hull by ultrasonic thickness testing to see how thick the hull is, which will relate the amount of corrosion that's happened. So the corrosion that affects the ship in the environment is going to release metal particles and rust into the ocean, which can affect the life and productivity of ecosystems. So engineers should use corrosion inhibitors and proactively monitor the corrosion in order to combat this. So basically looking at the pictures here, those are going to be zinc tablets or layers on the bottom of the ship to basically sacrifice itself to corrode first before the ship's hull. So to overcome and combat the corrosion of the ship, the engineers should put a layer of zinc on the bottom of the ship through a process called galvanization. Along with that, while the ship is in the water, actively protecting the hull by placing sacrificial anodes on the ship's hull before the ship corrodes will protect it longer.
These are all of the sites that we visited in our boat trip project, and these are all our citations.